Anybody can do that. You don't have to be a great writer. You don't have to be very smart. You don't have to be anything except for the fact that you have to care. Like 2 spaces where 1 space belongs should never happen. 3 spaces where 1 space belongs should never happen. Like you capitalized physician assistant in 1 sentence and then you didn't capitalize it in another sentence should never, ever happen. It needs to be uniform. The simplest and easiest way to improve your application and your personal statement and to make your application stand out from everybody else who doesn't take the time to do this is attention to detail. What does that mean? Attention to detail means you actually gave enough effort, you cared enough about your application, it was important enough to you to put in the extra effort to look through it 3, 4, 5, 20 times to pick out those little tiny mistakes that are very, very easy for you to miss because you've gone through your essay, you've gone through your application so many times, but somebody looking at it with a fresh set of eyes, they can pick out those mistakes like that. And those are the mistakes that you want to correct to show that you care enough about this application and that you have attention to detail. Specifically, what am I talking about? Spacing, punctuation, grammar, capitalization. Look at this right here. This is a perfect example. So I blurred everything out except for the one big glaring mistake. Okay, can you find it? I really hope so. There's no space after the comma. They just put the comma and then they put the next word. It seems like such a tiny little mistake. Why would that matter? Well, can we agree on the fact that it is a mistake? It's tiny, but it is a mistake. It's something that you could have fixed very easily by just pressing that big, long space bar at the bottom of your keyboard. You could have fixed this mistake in less than half a second, but you didn't. Because why? Because you were too lazy to go over your application, because you simply missed it and you knew that it was wrong. You know that there should be a space after a comma. There's a space after the comma in literally every other comma in your personal statement, but this one particularly doesn't have one. So you know that it's not right to do this, but there it is in your personal statement, which should be the hardest part of your application, the part of your application that you work the hardest on, that you've seen the most times. So why is there possibly a mistake? Well, for a few different reasons. 1, you were too lazy to look through it enough times. 2, you don't have attention to detail, you're careless, and you make mistakes that could kill people eventually because you're trying to be a healthcare provider. Or 3, I don't know, just a fluke, it was a mistake. The point is, it's still a mistake. Now, why does it matter? Why do I care? And why is this such a big deal, particularly when you're applying to health professions, physician assistant, medical school, nursing? Because in medicine, a little tiny detail on a screen can kill someone. It can be the difference between life and death.